Good evening, commissioners. Oh, sorry, it's a little loud. We have a quorum, so we're going to start our meeting at 4:21. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to the public who has joined us virtually. So I'm calling this to order. Now we're going to take a roll call by our executive assistant, Ms. Connie.
Sorry, 1 second. Oh, where did it go? Okay. Okay. Octavio Aguilar. Thank you. Did it? Yeah. Got it. Oh. Okay. Just want to make sure you can hear me.
Yes, now the computer audio.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Is it, you mean by just muting? Because she's muted. Oh, completely.
Stand by for a couple technical issues, and we will take roll.
I don't know, just, you're already on. Mhm. Okay, we'll see right now. Okay, so I have Commissioner Aguilar as present. We have Layla Aziz as excused and right, if that's what's the right, I think. Mhm, correct. Okay, and then she will be attending virtually. Bonnie Benito. Okay, thank you. Alec Bryan.
Here.
Thank you. First Vice Chair Brown. Cheryl Canton. Okay. Oh, I completely took myself off. Okay. Better. There we go. Okay, Christina Griffin Jones. Dwayne Harvey. Brandon Hilbert. Darlene Hofter Moment or Darlene Moment. I'm so used to saying it, I'm so sorry. Clovis Honore. James Justice. Dennis Larkin is excused and plans to attend virtually. Luca Diaz. Yeah. Thank you. Mark Maddox is excused. Nicole Marie is absent. Ivania Rubio is excused. Jaylene Sanchez. Absent. Chair Tran. Here. And Dahlia Sherlyn Villa de la Cruz is absent. Thank you.
Commissioner.
I did it. I'm sorry. I think I skipped off the cancel. So second Vice Chair Doug Case.
Commissioner Benitez is here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Connie. We have two commissioners who would like to be virtually. Vote on that, they are both able to join. So if someone can make a motion that we can, if we want to approve. Ms. Commissioner. Yes.
Oh, wait.
Commissioner Lee, Commissioner Laura.
How are you?
Is there something? Okay, that was first Vice Chair Brown. All those in favor of having them join virtually, please raise your hand. It's unanimous. Thank you, they may join virtually. All right, let's move on to, do we have public comment regarding the approval of the meeting?
Oh, wait, sorry, 1 second here. If you're attending virtually, can you please let us know if you can hear us? I saw a question or somebody say something in the chat saying that they couldn't hear us at 4:18. That could have been because of the issue we had. Why can't, oh, okay, they can hear us. Yeah, we're good. Yes, I'm promoting her. Sorry? Yes, and Layla, you have been promoted. There you go. Oh, there she is.
All right, so we'll go ahead and start with the public comment. For the minutes, the public comment period for this item is now open. If you have already joined the public comment, please raise your hand. If you are in person, please come to the podium and bring this call. In-person testimony will conclude before virtual testimony begins. Members of the public who wish to provide virtual testimony must enter the virtual required and before the system closes. The queue closes, the poll closes, the last speaker finishes speaking or 5 minutes after the in-person testimony. You will have 1 minute. We don't have any in-person polling, so if any other communication maybe should be all the minutes, please raise your hand up. Again, any of the following university wish to speak on the minutes. Thank you, we have no public comment.
Can I just make a note? I believe we have two, I just realized we discussed, there's 2 microphones out there. I think those are the only 2 that we have right now to pass around.
Okay, so do we have any amendments to the minutes? Okay, then do we want to just approve the minutes? Thank you, Commissioner Justice. Is there a second? Thank you, Commissioner Benitez. Seconded. All those in favor? None. This is unanimous. None opposed. Okay, so now we have an agenda public. Just to confirm, our post form review, they were supported. Yeah.
Oh, that was,
So similar to before, we have the public comment. Open for not. If you are joining us virtually and would like to give non-public comment, please raise your hand now. This includes public comment for this item. Thank you, and prior to going to closed session, do we have a public comment prior to going to closed session? This, the public comment for closed session is now open. If you wish to speak on this item, please raise your hand now. And when I say raise your hand, I need to use the feature of the room that says raise your hand. Again, if you wish to speak on the closed session, public comment period, please raise your hand now. This concludes public comment for this session. Thank you. Thank you. Prior to going into public, prior to going into closed session, I turn it over to our outside counsel, Mr. Dwayne Bennett, for some opening remarks.
I will have to do that. Before I get to go into the debate, it's, there's still, yeah.
Okay.
Public employees, this is important. This is the that are for that. 25, we do 2.8, and we have to move. 954. 549, 2, 7, those cases that and there are people that can be 32.5, 32.5. And it kind of is. Exactly what public employee. Or to hear complaints or charges brought against this people. So the government code section 54, 9, 57. Okay, I will say it again. The Brown Act authorizes a closed session to consider the appointment, employment, evaluation of performance, discipline, or dismissal of a public employee, or to hear complaints or charges brought against the employee pursuant to California Government Code section 54, 957B. The purpose of this exception, commonly referred to as the personnel exception, is to avoid undue publicity or embarrassment for an employee or applicant for employment and to allow full and candid discussion by the legislative body. Thus, it is restricted to discussing individuals, not general personnel policy. I have citations to this, and this, what I'm getting ready to say, I'm asking to be admitted into the record and attached to all gender-related materials for the public consumption as well as for your consumption if you like. I do cite a case here, Duval versus Board of Trustees, 2093, Child Act 4902, where the court said that a board may discuss personnel evaluation criteria, process, or other preliminary matters in closed session. The law recognizes that a legislative body such as the CCC must possess the power to appoint, evaluate, or dismiss an employee and hold a closed session under this exception. Leslie versus San Francisco Public Library Commission, 1998, 57, Cal Act 4, 11, 65. In Duval versus Board of Trustees, 2001, 93, Cal Act 4, 902, 908, the court stated, quote, the legislature has drawn a reasonable compromise, leaving the majority of personnel matters to be discussed freely and candidly in closed session, but permitting an employee to request an open session to defend against specific complaints or charges brought against him or her by another individual, and thus declare here to her name. Bell versus District Unified School District 2082, Cal Act 4, 672, 682. For purposes of the personnel exception, employee specifically includes an officer or an independent contractor who functions as an officer or an employee. Examples of the former include the city manager, executive director, district general manager, or superintendent. An example of the latter is a legal counsel or engineer hired on contract to act as local agency attorney or chief engineer. Reclassification of the job must be public, but an employee's ability to fill that job may be considered in closed session. Any closed session action to formally appoint, employ, dismiss, accept the resignation of, or otherwise affect the employment status of a public employee must be reported at the public meeting during which the closed session is held. That report must identify the title of the position, but not the names of all persons considered for an employment position. Gillespie versus San Francisco Public Library Commission, 1998, 67, Cal Act 4, 1165. The purpose of reading this statement, commissioners, is because the closed sessions are sacrosanct. The majority of your business is to be conducted in public. That's under Brown Act wants transparency. But the Brown Act recognizes that there are not all things that you can do in public. For example, right now, you have no executive director. And frankly, Commissioners, we lost weeks in terms of trying to deal with an immediate need. We have an immediate need right now. There are things that cannot be done. The commission cannot function in certain regards without taking action to do something now. This does not mean the public excluded from the process, because the executive director search and recruitment, et cetera, will have ample opportunity. There'll be ample opportunity for public participation. But from the standpoint of planning, discussing strategy, deciding who you may know or who may be interested or what may need to be done now, that needs to be done in a confidential meeting. All I can do, Commissioners, is recommend to you. My job is to give you the best legal recommendation that I can do. I can't make this. Okay, so I am again recommending closed session to discuss those two items. The second item is public employee appointment. Pursuant to Government Code Section 54-957 B1, the title to be discussed under that title is the title of executive director. Those are my recommendations.
Thank you. We will now go into closed session.
I started
Can
recording.
we get everyone's attention so we can move on with the meeting before we open? Thank you.
For the training committee that they.
It's recording. It's recording. We're good.
Okay, thank you. I'm Chair. The commission has been closed to discuss one of the public employees.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh,
That really involved very involvement, public commission, and development involvement. The commission is going to determine the development involvement. That will be the next concept. The full 1301, the process will be the middle of all. And will be included in the the commission voted to inform the examination
Thank you, Mr. Bennett. So, do we have public comment for our new business? The public comment for, during the meeting items now open. If you have already joined the Zoom on your own, please raise your hand if you wish to speak further to the. If you are in, please come on to the podium, you will be called. In-person testimony will conclude before virtual testimony begins. Members of the public who wish to provide personal testimony must enter into the report where and report to close. The queue will close when the last virtual speaker wishes to begin or you will have 1 minute
Hold on. Actually, I should.
The first speaker, Katie, other than. This concludes the public comment. Thank you for that, and in fact, we talked about putting on the agenda next, next meeting. We will be. Discussion about how to involve the community specifically in the election. So thank you, it is not online. So now we'll move over to, again, first I Chair Brown to just a little bit more. On
Okay, this will be quick. I'm going to, publicly display, the process of the voted upon, by the commission to, propose hiring Constance to executive director position. I'll read this, limited item, just in case members of the public cannot see it. But it will be placed on the public screen so that you will have an opportunity to look at the process and understand the significance of all of the elements that go into this presentation.
Okay, so.
Okay. The process will start with the commission on the legal practice, hiring a firm to do a national survey. The commission and community members will have a conversation with the firm about qualifications and qualities of the executive director. The search firm will develop and distribute a brochure to the city's website, government. I have to complete with the interview and then the representative candidate or candidates to the city council to their approval. This month with the that from the ethics commission, the they have president, they are also an commission. Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting us here, Brandon. Moving on to commissioner attendance. So the board is clear, we have not been, we have been keeping attendance, for commissioners. For the whole month. All commissioners, what we give out and what not we give out. So we have, and while we're on the big side, so we have the commissioner and, the commission, the commission, I should probably never by notice, that everybody was for good cause, other than the recommendation, and it talks about gas. I think if after this, probably, the executive of the full commission can be a cause for the meeting. Participation chair of the members from a meeting of the full commission is considered an excused act. So this is not short. However, it does get a little bit vague what's excused and what's not. So we decided to codify that in the meeting. And also, you know, if you plan to be absent, you can email Ms. Connie and myself as the chair and let us know the reason. So I'm going to turn it over to Ben.
Yeah, Commissioner, so report. There's the being of the child, for which the commission is removed. But the one is the community. To the extent that some commissioners meeting that meeting, we don't know why. You all can move if you choose this. The thing that has happened though with the commission has not been clear in terms of what is excused or unexcused. And also you have the ability to find there maybe excused to be that. And so I know you can look at the decisions and but what we right now, you all have some time. What should kind of be excused and
And we move along with the excused absence of revenue. And again, it's very specific about what we can have for curriculum that we run. Robert, there's not family age. The part of the 2000 and I would recommend. The first thing you know, you're going to go to water game, or consider that and see that. You don't. So, as part of the work, I think another work to be considered. Because some people work around the whole meeting and then can't attend the meeting. So I'd love to hear from you. I think you can give a 3 reasons to excuse absences or more. Do you have them? Commissioner,
So were you saying, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is it working? So were you saying that, being out of town for any reason would be an excuse absence, or no? What are you suggesting?
like that, I think.
Well, I would. Personally, I'm being very selfish, but I would think that would be an excused absence.
Okay, thank you. Any other? Any other, Commissioner Bennett?
Given how frequently we meet, we are bound to have conflicts with vacations throughout the year, and we are. So I would agree with her.
Out of town, I travel a little this morning.
Okay, that's fine, Jim.
Anybody else? Hello, everyone. I just want to look up the conversations I've had with our new commissioners who really struggle a lot of the name. Some of the excuses that they need will be for students, young people, or school related, so final conflict of big class or their school. As well as, we have two commissioners, who, one person for schooling, transportation is a struggle for our young people, and, work, in a struggle.
Extraordinary circumstances.
I think we need, the problem is if you work every night till 7 o'clock and our meeting started at 4:30, how many excuses can you have? So that to me, that's a conundrum. I don't think that would be fair to take that position and then not be able to attend. So I think that's something we work school to me is, but on a temporary basis, not if you work every night. Yes, ma'am.
If we do have a commissioner that consistently, gets off of work at 7, would there be a possibility? I think we should, see when they are available so that we can make sure they come. Having a job is really important. So I definitely don't want to, make someone not be able to participate in this space and not ask them if there's something that we can do so that they can participate. We again, like voters in 2020 during uprisings, they selected us. So, and they created this. So I think it's really important that we behave and honor, that duty.
Thank you. The concern. Yes, we did, and we have time, and that's we've been in the next one, and we're moving towards meetings. The concern becomes, if we start a meeting at 7 o'clock. Buildings, city buildings, so that's not. So. Yeah, that is a concern. I don't know that we can accommodate every single. But we will talk about that. So, I'm proposing if someone wants to make a motion that we excuse that for illness, out of town. Work for school, but not on a basis, and extraordinary. Does that stand? Okay, then I'm calling it. Okay, so our student after I know that we made it illness out of town, work for school, but not on a basis, and extraordinary. There's. Commissioner Johnson, now discussion.
Also, Chair, I think you did, and again, yourself and me.
I would like to include that, Ms. Condi, the executive assistant and the chair be notified by noon of the day of the meeting of the reason for the excuse via email, text, something that we can notice. Are you okay with? Okay. All right, all those in favor?
May I make a statement, in discussion before we do that? Can you please clarify the Brown Act limitations on Zoom participation before we have this vote?
Yes, yes. Honorable Chair and Commissioner, yes. The Brown Act is very limited in terms of when a commissioner can participate remotely. You can participate remotely where there's a showing of what we call a good cause. Brown Act defines good cause as illness, a family illness, child care needs, or need to take care of a parent. Travel related to the published business program or even the situation like that. And it also defines emergency situations. There are situations where a person may have an emergency impact. Maybe there's something that is can for that sort. Those would be the triggering devices and the triggering criteria. for winter commission period. So typically speaking, it's going to be infants, it's going to be child care, also one of the criteria, child care, et cetera, et cetera. And emergency circumstances or travel.
Thank you.
In addition, they have to be both visual and audio. We have, so that's why we have Commissioner needs to show her video that has to turn around now. And three virtual. Right, you get a little bit of. So.
The commission do not have the council.
Okay, yes, quickly, Ms. Griffin, the commission.
It's just a commentary. We should be very careful in how we set up these types of decisions. Because like the commission before us, it was filled with folks who didn't represent all of San Diego and didn't represent the people in San Diego who are harmed by police. So just keeping in mind that in our want to make sure that people are being penalized for not being able to make it here because life is lifing, that we are cutting off the ability for regular schmegular people to be in these seats. Like I have a job, I have transportation, I'm in a safe environment and I don't get messed with by the police a lot because of my privilege. But just keeping in mind that if we continue to tighten and make it more difficult for people to be a part of this space, then this commission is gonna look like commissions before, where it's been a lot of white folks, a lot of folks who have money, and a lot of folks who are retired, and that is not San Diego.
Thank you, and I appreciate that. On the other hand, we do have enough people who can actually attend, and we have to follow the law, which is the charter, so it's the 3 absences. And we have opened, as we told you, we've opened it up for new commissioners because we have 4 openings. And if for unfortunate reasons, anyone else needs to resign or doesn't meet these qualifications, they will be open to that group. So there's that are open to, so we can represent the community and look like the community. So thank you for that. All right, are we ready to vote? All those in favor of the reasons stated? Illness out of town.
What is the vote? I'm sorry, your mic went out, Gloria.
It's for action, commissioner absences, and what is excused, and it was illness, out of town, work, school, but not on a specific basis, and it's work circumstances, and commissioner would ask to email the executive assistant and chair by noon of the day of the meeting, and that's what we're proposing.
Are we going to change the time to make sure that it starts after a normal work day? Because you guys start in school pickup and work. For some reason, you're starting every meeting at that time.
So, and also when the bylaw committee looks at this, they will also be more specific about that. So we're voting, and so what's your vote?
Okay,
Yea or nay or abstain, Commissioner Lee?
I abstain. I want to see what it looks like.
Thank you, abstention.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Now we're moving on to the cabinet update. We have a little cabinet update. The public comment period for this item now, or if you have already joined the Zoom webinar online or by phone, please raise your hand if you wish to speak for this. If you are in person, please come up to the podium when your name is called. In-person testimony will conclude before virtual testimony begins. Members of the public who wish to provide virtual testimony must enter the virtual queue by raising their hand before the queue closes. The queue will close and will last speaker to speak in 5 minutes after in-person testimony ends, whichever comes first. You will receive 1 minute to speak. Thank you. We're going to update. This is for the public comment. Okay, so we're going to just briefly the NACO conference at the cabinet, the interim executive director, the community, the Toby and our chief investigator attended.
And we're gonna be further because, I'm gonna pass around the program of the conference. And,
Oh, wow.
the conference that we have, we were able to, get
This is
sent out
cute.
set, and we'll go kind enough to download
Yeah.
download all the handout, all set, the Google Drive, share the whole. And so I'm gonna pass around the program, and you can see there's the particular programs workshop you're requested in, and then you can go into the handouts. Actually, I would like to remind people that there is an upcoming virtual conference that the NACO is putting on. It's a 2-day conference on December 14th and 15th, and Thursday and Friday, all day, from 10 o'clock in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. And great debate for any of the commissioners who want to attend. Includes a lot of interesting topics like a practical analysis of body worn cameras, city mediation programs, setting up a community board for success, investigating bias-based policing, and so on, and also racial bias, behavior thoughts on racism, looking at. So we're interested in those topics. Let the staff know, and they can register for that little conference. It's by the good virtual conference, and in the past, the virtual conference. Very useful. Thank you.
Thank you. Be sure to check it out for the 2023 NACO. Okay, the ad hoc committee reports. I'm gonna go a little bit out of order real quick. So the Bible committee updated. Do we have any public comment regarding the ad hoc committee? The ad hoc committee report will include the training committee, the operating procedure, the bylaws committee. Report, and we will be taking possible taking action on the training. Anyone want to get something on that? Any of the committee? Okay. This is public comment. Thank you. I'm going to start with the bylaws committee, just a quick update by Commissioner Byer, who's filling in for Chair now.
We then on the chair. I'm not over there. I was chair case. John 11, and we pretty much wrapped up on you. Draft bylaws. With the 16th. Bylaws committee chair Max. 16th, I heard the bylaws committee chair. Who said this in the administrative task, circulate that amongst the so we made progress.
Thank you so much. The goal was by the end of the year. So we'll put it on the next agenda.
We recognize who was on the road more than 10 hours to get there just in time for speeding.
Oh. That's so much.
Thank you. Okay, so the operations committee, did you have an update? Okay, so
We had a meeting scheduled this past week, the day before Thanksgiving, we wanted the best to go through the next meeting will be on December 6th. And we're going to continue our discussion of the review of discipline and make put a recommendation. That's will be on Thursday, December 6th at 6 p.m.
I'll take those with me.
thank you. All right, so Commissioner Chair with the training committee, you've got about 10 minutes.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
Meeting going over several different. Commissioners review also very training. We do have about 20 hours currently allocated Feedback. Oh. There it is.
Sorry.
So. Darlene is actually a better watch guard and actually we creating for the left memorialize this in our meetings. So I think it's a great thing here is that upper line. Current staff and commissioners, and then use outside experts. So, based on budget. We have a couple of goals here. First one is this one is supporting by monthly collaborative. One of the most possible we had, and now not only is.
Sorry.
Really working out. You have the objectives, planning for the. And important. Yeah. And but. Going unbiased. Making and prior bias. The purpose is the candidate for learning. To the context from university. And the people bias. For that. Great. Environmental respect. And this is one we have on there, and that was all. Fourth section is a combination of first and then virtual. We go to the second line, you can go. Another one being promoted by the whole part. In your compared to this experiences knowledge and value and mutual partnerships, knowing culture, balance of power and leadership. Cheaper. It's jobs to be one. Scroll down to the next page. This one is about conflict related should be broken down into parts. First one's about culture communication and conflict. This one actually get out the spectrum, broken out to discover how difficult situations for personal. Part of the obviously when people are sometimes coming for a commission meeting, they're coming to because they kind of experience with law enforcement. So this is working for us and staff still. Excellent competition comes being divided between conflict resolution. You get together to build a nation conflicts, additional conflict resolution training provided by security. It was kind of with that training ability to analyze conflicts. And this one's $4,000. It would be 3-hour in-person session with some smaller group coaching sessions. Our thought was rather than having the coaching session, rather than for every commissioner that we most of our staff and we can provide that later. The other thing is we were going to try to start a community bus tour that is for us. We reported it in the content. So that's something that we've been working on. We did share all through the subscribe process. We're estimating the cost of that to be about $400. We might be giving some payments to hosting us. We have to do a plus rental fees. The idea is that would be one exception of the house. One of the things that we also have to meet is community bus tour. That's the BPA. The next one is the S&P community bus tour. Just for today, every training they do have a community bus tour. They go around to various different organizations. They do community environments, and community server hearing groups, we have someone to go to events, and then also some organizations on the center that they have, is. City, also, previously we were on before, or after the year, so we have to be public. Now, last meeting, Pablo brings up the commission to discuss. There was some community pushback that they felt that us participating with the department anyway, would be appropriate. I think the program after that, I think it's something it's good for us to have that experience, to see what the future experience is, but I think it's also concern was that it looks like we're too going to be both. And that one, there's no cost. And it's actually on the 21st. 6 people. So the next steps on this is I wanted to open it up for discussion, Google, so we can we have a budget that we can agree to the commission that can start to spend on training initiatives.
Before you do, I think this is a really important topic. And we don't have a lot of time today. What I would like to recommend is that this document be shared with the commissioners. And then we give it time on the next meeting's agenda, so we can really look at it and talk about it. Absolutely, it can be part of the minutes, absolutely. Yes, Commissioner, Mount, can we get the light, please? Thank you, Maria. 1 second. 1 second. Commissioner, oh.
Yeah, thank you for that comment, Commissioner or Chair Tran. I do want to say that this proposal is not all the training that the training committee is working on. This is just one little piece of it. And we are working towards having a very comprehensive training academy plan that we would want every new commissioner to go through eventually. But we're just not there yet. So I want to say that. I'm wondering if we do want to comment on the SBPD community tour, because that's right now is scheduled for December 21st. And so if we wait until our next meeting, I don't know, that might be a little tight, but we can wait till the next meeting if that's more appropriate.
Our next meeting is December 12th, so there is a limited time still. I just think it's so important, and there's a lot of money being talked about, that I don't want to rush it, and if everyone's okay with tabling it, we'll give it a good amount of time at the next meeting. And Alina, can we please share this with all the commissioners?
Yes.
And put it in the minutes so that the public has a copy of it.
Yeah.
And can comment and email us with whatever you like. Are we all okay? Sure. We will get time. I promise. Just 1 second. So if everyone's okay with that, we're gonna go ahead and table that. We're gonna get the information, read it clearly, that we're all on the board, and we can comment and vote on it next time. So we're gonna table it. Thank you. Yes, and we have everything, let's go.
You're right.
Person who initiated those towards back with activity. With the application, who is now retired.
So
So I think that this commission should have their own. board. And I think that they should do that because SBPD have a free bus tour that undervalues the community. That is part of that bus tour the entire day. I've facilitated that bus tour for years, free of charge. And felt very disrespectful. You were talking about $6,000 to one organization, where the organizations on the tour have done this for free for years. And I think that you need to value the time of those organizations, because they give you a lot of information, not just about their organization, but about the culture that they represent, about the history that they represent, about the knowledge that they have and the expertise that they have. And I think that's. Thank you, Ms. Williams. Right, Just, we have. And we have public comment on the OCPF.
Oh, I
All
keep doing
right,
this.
public comment. Okay, so we're gonna have 5 minutes with, communication, chief investigator role.
So, quick update, as of today, we actually reviewed all the everybody for 2023. So, as of now, we have 3 firms of commissioners and signed up to do the review. Photo, Commissioner Colbert, Commissioner Benitez, Fire, Commissioner Henry, Commissioner Markey, the next meeting, we will go in the meeting, make sure we are all this. During the meeting, that expires in January. So we can show the very meeting. And the last thing I created, cheat sheet that I will have along, for how to utilize Google Drive. Is going to be over, because I know we'll keep review. But maybe in the next agenda. More.
Okay. And then one more thing, speaking about the update, the next meeting will be December 12th at the Carmel Mountain Ranch Library. And we will get information about that, 4:30,
Sorry,
4:30.
4:30, correct.
4:30. Okay, now I turn it over to Executive Assistant Condi to update us on, we have found a regular meeting place with regular meeting dates for the upcoming year to help everyone schedule so that the public is more informed about what meetings are going. Thank you for all your work on that.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so yes, I'll be going over 2 updates. I'll be as quick as possible. So the CPP administrative team did work very diligently on trying to find, oh, sorry. Can you hear me better? I have to put it again. Okay. The administrative team worked diligently to find a more permanent location to hold our business meetings. So for the full year of 2024, we will be meeting the 1st and 3rd Wednesday of each month. And that will be, both dates will be in Balboa Park, specifically in the Santa Fe room. So that's actually near the Air and Space Museum. And then additionally, we'll have one scheduled Saturday a month. It won't be the same Saturday a month, but we do have one scheduled a month. As to hold as a placeholder. It's just to use as backup for any meetings that need to be rescheduled. And then those Saturday meetings will be held at the Mission Valley Library. Okay. Also, can I just make a brief for the ethics? Okay, so I received notification from the Ethics Commission saying that not all commissioners have yet completed their ethics training. And I just want everyone to know that it is a mandatory training. I was going to read a whole thing, but I don't think we have a whole lot of time. So basically, if you receive an email from me, that's just saying that you haven't done it or completed it yet. But the ethics orientation training, it needs to be taken, or it needs to be completed within 90 days of assuming office. And then after, you'll be doing a continuing education program on a biennial basis. So I'll reach out to everybody for that. Thank you.
Thank you again, and thank you for scheduling us. We talked about doing a Saturday meeting. We have to reschedule. Also, we can start it early and hold a longer meeting. So if we have a public forum, for example, on one of the issues that we talked about here. And Saturday might be a good time to have, we will get plenty of notice.
Yeah,
You know, as far as if we're going to have one of those, I know that, yeah, Mr. Lee will reach out to this meeting. To all our communities, when and how. So the Saturday meetings are in case. And
forgot to just mention, I didn't even mention time, but I apologize. So for Balboa Park, actually, it's gonna be for, no, yeah, no, for Balboa Park, so the first and third Wednesday. We have the place until 8 p.m. That's the latest that we can stay. Of course, same thing, similar to this, we need at least 15 minutes to try to pack everything up. So at least until 7:45. We could do our meetings from 7:30 to 8, 4:30 to 7:30 or something like that. Yes, and then the Saturday meetings, we have from 10 to 2, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Anything, any of the commissioners want to add? Okay, yeah, Commissioner Hall.
I don't wanna bring-
So, I just want to put this stuff on my personal schedule, so I don't have to miss a meeting. So when will we get the list of the Saturdays?
I was planning on sending it along with everything else that I was gonna send out to the commissioners. Just one email with everything in it.
The Saturdays are more, not as,
I'll
not.
do it
structured right
tomorrow.
now. So,
That's the truth.
so once we get that, we will let you know, hopefully month. Yes, ma'am.
Is there a way to start at 5:30? Because of, 4:30 isn't an accessible time. You know, I'll be fully transparent. I'm running here after work and I need to live.
We thank you so much for doing that. The problem becomes we're so rough, even when we do have the hours, that we would prefer to at least start. So. Again, it's a number. We don't get a lot of business done or, so we can talk about it more, but right now, we need to start. To just get everything done. We'll talk about it. So thank you for that.
Sorry, just to answer that question, because I realized I didn't even answer it. I'll send it either tomorrow or Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have one more public comment? Ms. Williams?
Yes, please. You can use either way.
Please add that to the committee. I don't know what that means. Oh. They're on.
We can start packing up that one?
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. We were,